Can you talk to music therapy being integrated into other types of therapy
Yes.
or the schools
Or the school
and
system. Yes. I love talking with other specialists that work with the kiddos that I work with. And I'm also always deeply honored when someone invites me to an IEP meeting, and I make them whenever I can. Sometimes those are over Zoom, and then they really are easy for me to attend. And that's how I've been able to participate most recently. I haven't attended an IEP meeting in person in since before the pandemic. I would say parents can do so much to help this happen because I, as a music therapist, am not allowed to reach out to an occupational therapist and talk about your kiddo unless you give us permission. And so, especially if that's something that you want us to do, parents, if you let us know that you would like us to talk, all we need is your permission. And then it is so beneficial for me when I get on the phone with an occupational therapist and talk about a kiddo that we both know or a speech therapist. I feel like it opens the doors on both sides where we're like, I hadn't even thought about angling towards that. If a child is on an IEP and seeing various specialists, they are getting a lot of help from a lot of different sides. And it is crucial that they get help from a lot of different, because we all see the child slightly differently and we have different perspectives. But if we are coordinated, we are going to help that child feel supported rather than pulled in different directions. Imagine how any of us would feel if we were getting tutoring or therapy and one person is telling us to lean one way and the other person is telling us to lean the other way, and how torn we would feel. But if those both of those voices are telling us something that complement each other, how much more powerful that would be. And probably OTs and SLPs and music therapists are pretty closely aligned, but we could always do it better if we're in communication with each other.
yes, yes to all of that. Do you feel like is there a way for families to help make that happen? So someone comes to you with a kiddo and they have a big team and potentially school also.
So one thing they could say is if there is going to be a meeting, just to invite all of the players, they could, on my intake form, it says what different treatments is the child receiving right now. So if I know that they're getting speech, then I might check in and say, how are things going with speech? Is it possible for me to talk to your speech therapist? It's great on so many levels. It makes me feel heard to talk to another professional about the same kiddo and go, oh, they're seeing this also. This is affirming to what I'm seeing. And then also those moments of, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Or, oh, I used to try that with that child and I had stopped because of blah, blah, blah. And now you're reminding me that that's a really good thing to incorporate. So I've had some really rich conversations with specialists, and I love going to IEP meetings. It makes me feel really well connected to what's most important to the child.